G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 5 of this FC24 Arsenal Career Mode series. Make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe if you guys enjoy. It really helps me out, and I'd like to thank all the feedback on the previous episodes. Really keeps me motivated and I really want to keep supplying you guys with these videos, so I'm going to try to pump them out as soon as I can. But yeah, getting through quite a chunk of games this episode. I believe it's going to be mainly Premier League with a bit of Champions League as well, and hopefully we can get the job done. But you're going to see here, first game of the episode is going to be up against Newcastle, currently second in the league, only behind Liverpool by a couple points, and then followed actually by the surprising Brentford, who are third, and then Manchester City, Aston Villa and Manchester United, a few more of the well-known teams there, and then Chelsea down at 9th. But yeah, hopefully we can get the job done here. Newcastle having a really struggling in this save, and struggling a little bit in real life, especially coming off the season they had last year, where they really had a good one. But yeah, see the key players are Joe Linton in defence apparently, and Almiron in attack, but Joe Linton is actually captain in the side, and they have a couple decent players on the bench as well, including Alexander Isak, who's been linked to us in the past, and even now I believe he could possibly be leaving Newcastle soon, but you never know. And Newcastle are on the front foot here early on through Wilson to the captain Joe Linton, and Gabriel can't get the block, and Ramsdale can't keep it out either, as we go down 1-0 early on here at St James. I think it's St James Park. I believe that's what their home ground is called. But yeah, we go down 1-0 and Newcastle aren't slowing down at all. They have it through Barnes. I believe that's Harvey Barnes, the ex-Leicester player. Not sure if he won the league with them. Probably not. That was a while ago now. But as you see, we can't get it out. It's just bobbling around there, and then it falls back to Barnes, and Ramsdale can't keep that one out either, which I feel like he probably should have done a bit better, Ramsdale, but a decent finish there from Barnes, and if you don't shoot, you don't score. And as you see, Newcastle are playing very aggressively and really pressing us, but we break it there, and Gabriel Jesus is going to get one back here just before half-time. Hopefully he can give us a bit of momentum, and we'll let the boys know to lift their heads. But basically from kickoff at the start of the second half, it's going to be Almiron, who just runs through our defence, gets it to Wilson, and they're just moving it around beautifully here. They get it to Barnes, back to Almiron, who basically started the whole attack, and Almiron gives them that 2-goal cushion again, and we're going to have to really fight back to get into this one. But we get it through to Jesus again, and Jesus are one-on-one with the keeper, and a beautiful finish there, just wraps around the keeper, posting in. A great clinical finish from our striker, our number 9 there in Gabriel Jesus, who seems to be getting the job done. But do let me know if you think I should bring in certain signings, because we are getting towards that time where we look forward to January and see what positions need bolstering and how we can improve the squad. But one player who we will definitely be keeping is Gabriel Martinelli, who ties it up there with a great bit of individual brilliance. And all of a sudden we get it to Trossard, who cuts back and gets it past Pope, and we take the lead with just under 20 minutes to go. Trossard, speaking of good signings, he was a great one. One of the best, in, especially just for the price as well. He's absolutely been delivering for us, and really underrated still, I feel. But it's going to be Almiron again, and just like that, it's tied up at 4-4, and there's still another twist in the tail, I reckon, as Newcastle look to counter, and it's going to be Joe Linton. He just beats past everyone, beats Ben White, gets past Saliba as well, and shoots and scores across the keeper. What individual brilliance there by Joe Linton. He's really found his position now in the midfield. I believe he was brought in as a striker, but midfield looks like it was made for him, and Newcastle end up winning that one 5-4 and 9 thriller. You see the stats, they're pretty even. We actually won on XG, but Newcastle were too good on the day, and we're going to have to dust ourselves off and really bounce back after that tough defeat there, to battle back, to take the lead, and then to lose it again. Just really hurts. But we are going to be going up against Sevilla now in the Champions League. Really need to get the job done here, as we are not first in our group. I believe that belongs to Lens, who I think are a French team, but Sevilla are known for winning the Europa League, I feel like, a lot, but this is the Champions League, so hopefully we can get the job done here. And we're going to start off strong here. 5 minutes in, we get it to our captain, who didn't do a lot, I feel like, in the last game against Newcastle. He wasn't Wasn't seen a lot in the highlights, so hopefully he can rectify that with a great performance here. And he gets a good block in there as well, and Jesus is on his bike, and he's got the counter, a 1-on-1, shouldn't miss this. And he doesn't, he converts to make it 2-0 in less than 10 minutes. A strong start. Good to be back at the Emirates, making our fans proud as well. And Odegaard and Saka, a brilliant little 1-2, and he just runs past the Sevilla backline, and Saka has a turn now with a 1-on-1, and he's not going to miss either. Makes it 3-0, 20 minutes in, and I feel like the Sevilla are playing a really high line and we're making them pay. And from a corner now, Martinelli whips it in, back post. Jesus, not known for scoring many headers and his aerial ability, but he gets one there, and we're just running away with this one. Absolutely embarrassing Sevilla here. And Zinchenko's turn now. He's gotten forward. He cuts it back to Saka, takes a deflection, and it goes in to make it 5-0, all in the first half. And I'm going to call it there, and that's how it ended as well. Just a real classy performance from us. Good to keep the clean sheet as well, as we are not known for our great defensive ability, at least in my career mode in this save. Unlike the real life Arsenal, who look to be a lot more rock solid than I do. But 5-0 in the Champions League, take that every time. And now we go back to the Premier League. Match against Burnley, we should be able to get the job done there, especially at home as well. Says to look out for Nathan Redmond, who I believe used to play for Southampton, I think it was. Decent player, but we should be able to pocket him and not really have too many troubles. But Burnley, I'm used to the Sean Dyche Burnley, but now it's been taken over by Vincent Kompany, and they're struggling in real life, and they're struggling in this save as Odegaard gets us on the board yet again. 2 games in a row, he's come up with the opening goal, which is good to see. As the captain, you love to see him step up. And now a great bit of play here. We get it all the way through to Kai Havertz, King Kai, as we like to call him now. And he makes it 2-0 just before half-time. Although there is still a bit of time left, so who knows, maybe we can sneak another. And we're going to look to try to do that now, as Saka has it on the wing. Saka sees the opening through to Jesus, who finds Martinelli, who has time to strike. And just like that, it's 3-0. We're running away with this one again. Our attack is absolutely on fire this episode. Scoring goals for fun. And now we're forcing Burnley back. Hopefully can force a mistake. And it's going to be Havertz with a good challenge there. Gets it to Martinelli. And Martinelli, will he go himself? He does. Fires it in at the near post. I thought I messed that up a bit there. But Martinelli is good enough to get the goal anyway. And Odegaard now on the volley. What a hit. That's goal of the ep so far. What a finish that was from the captain. A little flick up to himself and then an absolute brilliant volley. As you see there, we win 5-1. Burnley did sneak one in at the end there, but it wasn't really worth showing, let's be honest. As we have scored 14 goals in these 3 games. But more importantly, we've only conceded 1 in our last 2, which is a good goal average to be conceding, I guess you'd say. But now we actually have a really big game here early on in the season against Brentford. They're 3rd, we're 2nd. You see there we actually have the exact same record. 9 wins, 0 draws, 3 losses. But we have a significantly better goal differential. Whereas Brentford only have a 6 goal differential. We have a massive 19 one. We don't have a great defence, but either do they. And our attack is the best in the league according to the stats so far. See the goals for there, we have 36. Liverpool down below us with 30 goals, but they lead the table and we don't want to be giving them any more breathing room there because 5 points doesn't sound like much, but if they slowly keep increasing that over the early part of the season, it's going to be really hard to catch them later on. And Brentford now says to look out for Mbuemo. They have a couple decent players, and Ivan Toney, I believe, is not in this save as I did start the career mode while he was banned, so he will not be making an appearance as he's also been linked to Arsenal in real life, but I don't think we're going to go for him. But Brentford are on the attack early on here, and it's Jensen. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's either Jensen or Jensen. I'm going to say Jensen. And he gets him off to a brilliant start, and we need to respond, and Jesus makes the run. Saka finds him. Not sure what the Brentford centre-back was doing there. Just got caught up in the ball watching there. I think it was Ben Mee, the captain, actually. So that's a massive mistake by him. And Jesus scores again. He's been in good form this episode, Jesus. As we get it to him again here. Can he get his second? No. It hits the post and goes out, but we get it back. And no, desperate defending there from Brentford, and they get it away. As we fast forward now into the second half, we get it to Thomas Partey, to Martinelli, unselfishly gets to Odegaard. And Odegaard's going to thump that one into the near post. Not known for his weak foot, but he gets the job done there. And all of a sudden we take the lead, and Kai Havertz now. What can he do? Gets it to Trossard. Trossard's going to go for the all-or-nothing ball to Kai Havertz. Is he onside? He is. And a good finish there from King Kai. And he sealed the deal there to give us a bit of breathing room. Just 10 minutes remaining. And he makes it 3-1. And that's how the game will end. A great game for us again. We actually dominated on the stats as well. Brentford just took their one chance basically and then didn't have any more for the rest of the game. So again, good solid defending from us at the back there. As we go back into the Champions League now, I believe for our last game of the episode, it's going to be up against Lens. As I said, I think they're a French team, but they currently are our main competition in this group. And they have a few key players according to our pre-match report here. And they play a 3-5-2 formation, I think that was. Or was it a 3-4-3? I can't actually remember. But they get off to a strong start as well through Wahi. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it either, but bear with me as they take the lead early on here. But we look to respond through Saka. And Saka gets the job done. And that's a very interesting celebration. I do not think I've seen that one before. But we tie it up, and now from the corner just before the end of the first half. What can we do with it? Rice gets it back. It gets ricochets off Gabriel, and Samba, the goalie, makes a great stop there. That would have been a crazy goal as well. But now from this corner, it gets cleared off the line. And they are surviving by the skin of their teeth as we get to Saka. Whips it back, stick. Jesus is there, and he finishes it with a pretty simple tap-in the end. But a great ball from Saka. And Jesus makes the defenders pay. And just like that, he's scored another one, and it's 2-1. Can they get a late equaliser here through Frankowski? He's got a great amount of pace. We've got to get back and deal with him, and Timber does just that. Stops the attack in stoppage time. And that's going to be all she wrote. We win that match 2-1, and that's all we wanted, is the 3 points. And that should be us getting through to the knockout stage. Hopefully in first place now. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. You see, the next month is absolutely chock full of games. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.